Everything that is cute about Easter can be enjoyed in one batch of sugar cookies. The pastel colors, the simple shapes, and Studio 5 friend Georganne Bell is helping them taste better than ever taste better because of one word, and that's buttercream, baby.
Absolutely.
Buttercream. You say it's kind of slowly re-emerging as the frosting.
Yes, buttercream is making an absolute comeback. With all these decorated designs, royal icing has really had its time in the spotlight.
It's been the star for a couple of years now.
Yes, and people are loving the way it looks, which it's nice. It's got that perfect shine to it. But buttercream designs are on the rise.
You say it's easier to work with. I can't speak to that. All I can say is it tastes better.
It tastes darn better. It does. It tastes. I mean, it tastes like frosting, right?
Yeah.
Royal icing is more of like a candy shell, which is fine in its own way. But buttercream, it always gets our hearts, right?
Yes, every time. Is there a buttercream recipe or a consistency or something we're going for that will make, or allow us rather, to make creations like that?
So that's the great part about buttercream, is that it is super forgiving. You can absolutely get a can of buttercream from the grocery store.
Oh, good.
Mix if it seems sticky, mix a little bit of powdered sugar into it, and then you can actually just put it in a Ziploc bag. Even you don't have to have special tools or piping bags to use buttercream. I make homemade buttercream because I make a saltwater buttercream, and I like that salt and sweet together.
Yum.
But you can totally use grocery store buttercream,
and it will allow us to frost and decorate the way that we want.
Yes.
Okay, and Ziploc bags?
Yeah. You can just put it in a Ziploc bag and then cut the corner off.
Okay.
Because that's all I have regular bags here, but it's the same principle. And the great part about buttercream is that because you can see here this texture, that is what people expect to see with buttercream. So it doesn't have to be perfect. That's why you can go faster, because you don't have to worry about the details. All of these have texture on it. So what we did today with these is I'm using the texture of buttercream to our advantage, because these are actually harder designs to do with royal icing because that doesn't have the texture in it.
So the bunny has fur, obviously. The Easter egg has some ridges. The basket has that texture.
The basket weave.
Can we start with the basket weave?
Yes, let's do it.
That's my favorite.
Basket weave was made for buttercream.
Okay, so we're looking at this right here, and that's what you're going to show us how to do.
Yes, and I have kind of a cheater way to make the basket weave.
We love cheater ways.
Right?
We support cheaters in all forms. Not all forms, but when it comes to buttercream cookies, we're definitely in your corner.
There's really no cheating when it comes to buttercream. So I'm going to start by piping some vertical lines where I want this basket.
Okay, so you're still giving yourself kind of a guide.
Yeah. So I like to do the outside, and then I'm going to come in and fill, so it's roughly evenly spaced out. And then once I have these vertical lines, I'm just going to pipe over the top.
Do you want me to stop breathing down here?
I'm going to leapfrog.
On your neck. I'm like cuddled up to Georganne.
And then on the next line over, I'm just going to do the opposite.
Oh.
So it's just you don't really have to think about it. You're just crossing over the line.
So you're creating that over-under effect just by skipping every other line.
Yes, super fast.
I like the way your brain works.
Look at that.
Darling.
See, there's our basket weave. We're going to finish it off. Again, because we have the texture of this thick buttercream, I can do anything I want to with that. I'm going to make a weaved or a woven top on the bottom. I'm going to add a quick handle to it. And you can do, obviously, anything you want with your cookies. I like to just go for the relatively simple.
I like how you stretched that out and made it work for you. Like you were totally in control of that strand of frosting.
Because it's thick, I think about it like laying down a piece of yarn on the cookie. Instead of pushing it, I kind of just let it lay down where I want it to go.
Okay, all right.
And then this is the only tip that I use with all of these cookies. The rest is a Ziploc bag with a corner cut off, but this is a grass tip. You could get the same effect by poking holes with a toothpick into a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
But I use the tip because I have it. And with the green icing, it's going to look like grass in our basket.
That's fun. That's a fun tip.
Right?
Look at that.
And then once we have our grass in there, we're going to add eggs into our basket.
What are you
I found
using?
these super fun sprinkles.
Oh.
Do you want to put them in?
Yeah, I do. Little delicate guys, aren't they?
Yeah, they're new this year, but with buttercream, anytime you can use extra candy or sprinkles, it all works really well together with the texture of the buttercream. And with the cookie.
Smitten with that grass. That was so mesmerizing too to watch you do it.
And so fun.
Yeah.
And you can use the same tip for other things like teddy bear fur or Christmas trees.
Super cute.
And then I'm going to use a different color and just pipe a quick bow on top of this basket.
Yeah, operative word is quick. This has come together really fast. Oh.
And that's
Let me turn this around.
Buttercream, quick and easy.
Almost too cute to eat. Almost.
But it tastes delicious, though. You know you got it.
All right, carrots up next.
Yes. So again, because we have the texture with the buttercream, we want to use it. We want it to be there. So with this carrot cutter, it's got the cute kind of like bulbous shape to it. So I'm going to emphasize that by just piping circles on each of them.
Oh, that's a good tip. Play up the shape of the cookie. Play up the shape of the...
Because then it emphasizes the cool parts.
So you're just going in circular motions.
Yeah. You want to try it?
Oh boy. What am I doing?
Here's a carrot.
Oh.
There you go. You get your own.
Okay. Carry on while I practice. Carry on. Hold on. How are you doing the top?
So I'm going to use green buttercream, and I'm actually going to put, because I used a tip on that, I'm going to change my tip out with a flat one.
Because you used a tip on what?
Because I used a metal tip on my green.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm just going to change it. Otherwise, I would just have it in a bag and cut the tip off of it.
Got it.
See, look at that.
See, that's
buttercream.
Not too shabby.
Buttercream is awesome.
My carrot's a little thicker than yours, but that was purposeful. More
really
frosting.
though, I was going to say, is anybody going to complain about that?
There it is. I'm kind of proud of that. All right.
So then with the top, I'm just going to pipe a line out and another circle because we've got circles going on, so why not, right?
This is adorable. This is so cute. Okay,
Easter cookies with buttercream.
On your platter, I see an Easter egg. Talk us through that.
So with this, in general, when you want to get frosting on, the best way to do it is to outline the edges of the cookie first with the buttercream. So I went all the way around the outside. You can kind of see that outline. It just makes it have a clean look. And then just go back and forth, zigzag across it till you get to the bottom.
Darling.
Super easy.
We adore you, and we adore the output of your creative brain. And you have more cookie tutorials on your website?
Yes, absolutely. I have all the cookie tutorials you'll probably ever need.
Good. We will link you over there and fulfill that promise. Thanks so much. Happy Easter.
Thanks for having me.
Super cute. Buttercream. We can celebrate that in more ways than one.